A few things today. I wish I could switch the view around so that I could switch it as we're going, but I can't. We're gonna do a service on the Bobcat. Just gonna kind of run you through what a basic service is, and I'm gonna start getting parts together to make this clam work. This clam is not actually made for this Bobcat, as the plate in the front does not actually fit in well, so I'm gonna modify it until it does, until it slips in and actually locks, because I want to use this to pick up some scrap at the back, so that'd be pretty cool. So the Bobcat's a 2008 model. I believe it's a 150, S150, 2-speed, which is super awesome. So, remote oil filter, has its own drain, but the actual drain plug for the pan is down here. It's a remote hose that goes underneath, if you can see that. So we got our pan ready to go. I'm gonna bring over all the filters I have so that I can check and make sure we've got everything. But we're gonna do air, fuel, oil, hydraulic. And that's about it. And then make sure everything's topped up. With all of the filters accounted for, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it on, and I'm going to warm up the oil just to say, so it comes out a little nicer. And I wanna note the hours that we did the oil change at. So the hours are 2024. We are going to write that on the new filters, because we're changing everything. So all of the filters, when they come out, we're gonna write 2024 on them. So when you're removing the old filters, you have these little wing nuts that thread all the way on. There's 3 sets of these. There's one for the small filter, one for the big filter, and one for the cover. Now, in the kit, with the filters, you get these new rubbers. I don't always change them, but what I do is I will change the 2 inners and take one of the inners and put it on the outside so that the lid gets a new O-ring every once in a while. So, yeah, because they never give you a new O-ring for the lid. The new seal on it, we give her a little spinny. I should have done all of it and then gave you guys the last 2 turns, but you know, that's how I roll. Almost done. Don't shut off now. Oh God. Ta-da. And now so on and so forth with the bigger ones. So with the cap pulled, I thought it went out back and dumped underneath, but it does not. So I pulled that out, took the lid off, let some more of the oil out. Trip's pretty slow actually. Anyways, so next things next is we just start pulling filters off and writing numbers. All right, I got you guys set up pretty high because it's the only way this works. But I'm unspinning the hydraulic filter. What I would normally like to do if it wasn't this dirty is I would take both filters and like kiss them on each other, but this one's full of shit, so I'm not gonna do that. The next best thing you can do is you wipe your finger clean, take a dab of oil, and you smear the ring. What that does is that over time, let's say you forget to do your maintenance and for some reason or another you don't get to it for a while, or it gets really hot and this and that, the seal can bake on, thus making it a pain in the ass to remove. So Hand tight as usual. Don't use the oil filter wrench to put anything on unless you're an asshole and it's for your ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend. I wouldn't recommend it because you're not gonna be happy the next time you gotta do a service. And with the fuel filter, I like to dump fuel into it before you install it. But the neato burrito thing about this thing is that we got a primer pump, just like your boat. Once it starts getting hard, you don't hear any more bubbles, you're primed, ready for a good time. Well, we did absolutely all of the filters. That's all done. That's done. That's done. We're still waiting for oil to drain. So I'm gonna walk away and I'm gonna go work on the front project. To make this work, from what I can see the plate is not butting up properly. But up here, I can't tell if this is like junk that's been welded in to keep it lower. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this layer of steel out to see if that'll tuck in behind, thus raising everything and getting closer. Because the pins line up to where they need to go. But that looks like it was done afterwards, because that's not, I don't think that's manufacturer welding. And if it is, ouch. But once we've got oil back in it, I will back the bobcat off of this and I will cut this out with a plasma cutter and see if I can get it to slide in. Otherwise, it's getting some hoses made and cleaning out the cylinders, because we had a truck cap sitting over top of it, but still the weather got to it, as you can tell. So see how good it is. See if we can get some fittings and figure this out. Might need new cylinders actually, because that looks really rusty. Here I was hoping that this was gonna be an easy job. Let's see if I could find a tap, if I even have a tap that size to clean it out. Man, I don't know if this is a secret or what. I was trying to pound out the spring pin and try to nail it down with the air hammer. And then I started hammering it on the side and it's walking its way upwards, just hammering it sideways. I don't know if I'll be able to do this with everybody on board, but it's like literally walking itself up. What the fuck? I don't know if that's a trick, but I hope that helps somebody someday. Yep. After a long break, I put oil in it. So that part's done. Luke showed up to bend some tin for his S10. He's building a center console on the brake I have. It's just stay long enough. And we took the time to knock the pins out, which was a little bit of a struggle because I fucked them up with the fact that I sledgehammered the shit out of them and mushroomed them good, and then we just stuffed it inside. So the one ear I heated to absolute hell and oblivion, and after, you know, like before, and I mean, I cleaned it up as much as I could. This side, we just lopped off the end and knocked it out. So you could tell where we put lube and a lot of stuff, and you know, you learn from your mistakes. So yeah. Seriously? You fucking serious right now? Fuck you. So because this little fucking panel, see this plastic panel here? Let me put down this filter here somewhere in a safe place. This panel, just to say sat over. Just to say sat over like this. Just to say like that. And it wouldn't let the filter squinch down all the way. What a fucking nightmare. You seriously like emptied the whole fucking tank out. And this is a pretty big tank. So that sucks. Well, because I was like, I probably forgot no, it's a shitty fucking stupid. Yeah, it's one little bolt here holds this flimsy ass piece of shit. And like it comes off like really easy. What a fucking nightmare. Well, sorry, Dad. My bad. Well, yep. It's probably the biggest oil spill I've ever done. The last one that I did was in here, but it ended up there. That's when I didn't put the oil pressure port on the Camaro. Not funny. What a fucking nightmare. I was hoping to cut that off, but that's not gonna happen. So that's the video for tonight. I put some more hydraulics in the Bobcat. Everything is good. I reset the plastic stupid thing that some dumbass engineer was like, hey, this is probably an amazing idea. Which it wasn't. But I guess it's also my fault. If I double checked my work, everything would be fine. But it's not. All right, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video.